So it's finally time to test mirrorless camera from Sony. And today I got very popular camera despite its age, Sony a6000. Before getting into the review, I have a request to you guys. If you want to see more videos like this one, support my channel, subscribe and rate this video. Thank you very much. Camera was introduced back in 2014 and it's one of the best-selling and rated mirrorless. I will try to answer, is it worth to buy in 2018? Firstly, let's take a look at specs. It got 24 megapixel APS-C size sensor, in my case included lens with 16 to 50 mm f3.5 to 5.6 aperture lens, Full HD up to 60 frames per second, phase and contrast detect autofocus, OLED viewfinder and articulating screen, and it weighs 344 grams. I like the design. It looks modern but with vintage details to it, and it's really well made. It looks and feels fantastic. I don't know if it's made of magnesium alloy or some aluminium, but it just feels like metal, extremely solid and pleasant to hold and look at. Nothing to complain, especially at this price point. Grip is also pretty good. Maybe not like in DSLRs, but that's to be expected with such small-sized camera. User interface is also a strong point of this camera. It's very responsive and fluid. Pretty much no lag. One feature I really loved is that in the right corner of the screen you can display battery percentage. Very useful feature. It provides you reliable information exactly how much battery is left. Wish more cameras would do that. Screen is articulating, but in typical Sony's fashion, only at limited range. For me, it's honestly terrible design. Screen quality is also a disappointment. It's just low quality. Poor sharpness, poor contrast. It doesn't provide good visibility in sunlight, but it's something I can live with honestly. On the other hand, Viewfinder is what Sony is famous from. TruFinder OLED. And for an electronic viewfinder, I can't say bad words. It's really impressive. Huge vision, good contrast. Still, I think optical viewfinder has some noticeable advantages over this electronic viewfinder, especially in sunlight and low light, but it's mirrorless, and in terms of mirrorless viewfinder, it's absolutely top-notch. As I said, camera is equipped with contrast and phase detect autofocus. There is not much to say in this department, other than it's just the best. You will get almost instant focus. Of course, it varies from camera to camera, and some more advanced models like a6300 has more focus points and it will be better. But if you are used to conventional autofocus system and you buy a6000, you will be blown away. Trust me on that. One thing I can say about included lens, it's very wide, 16mm at widest, but that comes with a price. It's pretty bad for macro. You will need to be very far from a photographed object to the level I personally don't like. Image quality is definitely on a good level. JPEG processing is nicely made, photos are detailed and sharp. Even with included lens, you will still get plenty of details in the crop, thanks to high-resolution APS-C sensor with good image processing technology. Dynamic range is fine. I compared it with my DSLR, and these observations may be more of a nitpicking, but my Nikon D5500 and so D3400, too much price and segment, could be little bit better in some aspects. Maybe I will do full comparison in the future, but what I didn't like in image quality overall was automatic white balance behavior and color reproductions. Colors are sometimes not so accurate, with bluish kind of tint, and there is not so many color differences in the picture. Video quality in this camera is very interesting subject. I know many people choose this camera directly for video recording purpose, and I can understand that. I don't know if stabilization in this lens was designed for video, but it works really good actually. Movies are very fluid and it reminds me of footage from Sony camcorder, with that characteristic kind of jelly and smooth look. Autofocus is also excellent for shooting videos, almost instant response. Dynamic range and colors are fine. In terms of sharpness, I'm little bit disappointed. I know it's only 1080p, but it's just little more crispness and I would trade my DSLR for this camera in terms of video recording. But let's remember it's 4 years old and still better than some new devices out there. In summary, Sony a6000 aged really well. It's still worth to buy even now in 2018. Camera has tremendous autofocus, good image quality and serves as really good device for the video recording. All of this is incorporated in such small body. Is it better than DSLR? Definitely not in every aspect, but that's topic for another video. Thank you very much for watching, subscribe and rate this video to support my channel. See you in the next one. Peace.